Now, the question here is, guys, do I have those structures that I was talking about in place? No. Do I have a manager yet? No. Am I signed to any recording label? Not yet. But I'm not going to sit back and just wait for all these things to come. I have to work because, I'm back again and this has to go on. Naweza sema sahii nimerudi at a point in time where I am so certain in my head. It is so clear that hii ndo kitu nataka kudu. A lot of clarity, sina doubt yoyote. I was actually born to do this, and I thank God that during the break, that's when I realized, because nilikuwa nafanya other things, but nimekuja kurealize this is what I can do seamlessly. So right now I'm back and I'm releasing my new song Sirudi in a few days time. And I have so much zeal, I have so much enthusiasm. I'm not discouraged by any challenge right now. I feel like I'm ready, and I believe energy yenye nitatoa from within, the energy that I will be generating and emitting out there will attract managers, will attract recording labels. I'm going to sign contracts, man. In my heart, in my head, I feel like that is coming. I don't know when, I don't know how, but most definitely God will bring somebody my way who will take care of management, who will be taking care of, correcting me and keeping me in check in as far as music business is concerned. So yeah. Now, reason number 2 why I went on a break, this is a little bit deeper, but then again, we'll talk about it, of course. Now, I grew up in a children's home. Niligrow kwa orphanage home. This is definitely a story for another day, another time. But now, growing up in a children's setup, life haikuwa rahisi sana. And we grew up in a Christian kind of a setup where we believe kwamba everything that we wanted to get was completely reliant on prayer and belief, you understand? We would literally pray for food so that, well-wishers and good Samaritans out there would, donate food for us to eat. We believed in prayer for even clothes, that, good Samaritans would bring us used clothes so that we could, have something to wear or put on. We believed in prayer and, Christian faith for pretty much everything, Yeah, so life haikuwa that easy. And I grew up actually believing and having more faith that God was on our case. And anytime we would request God for anything, God would answer us, in some type of a way. So even though nearly grow, and I think growing up in such kind of a setup, I had a lot of faith in God. My belief in God and prayer was so strong, But growing up again, this now was changing, especially after high school, and I started these music activities. It got to a point when that was actually changing, because you see, I was recording secular songs. We were just singing about girls, about money, about, how we are having fun in clubs and things like that. So when I could sit down somewhere, nearly realize there was something that was not right, I was actually contradicting my faith, because I believed in God for everything, even my music, getting, received well, and you understand, people accepting my music, nearly believe it was God, going to school. I even got sponsorship from the orphanage home straight to a good boarding school, straight to, good schools from primary to high school. All these I believe was God's hands, because I didn't have, anybody who could do that for me. So as I'm saying that, when I started now doing music, secular music, releasing songs, going to clubs, and just involved in a lot of, let me just say, sexual activities with a lot of ladies, because I felt, we will just do a tap and you would have ladies at your disposal. So this was not auguring well with my faith and how I grew up believing. So I started having some kind of conflict between, just within myself. Yeah, because I was like, God, you've really elevated me. You've done a lot of stuff for me up to this point in time. But what I'm doing, for real, for real, for real, is not, you understand, glorifying your name. It is not something that you are pleased with. Yeah, so it was now a conflict. Yeah, so I started feeling like I really need to go back to God na kuomba msamaha na kumwambia niaje mi bado na kuaminia and all these things. So it was tough. This took some time. Of course, it was not an overnight kind of thing. So I was going back and forth. I really wanted to stop, but then again, coincidentally, that is the time now we were releasing more dirty stuff. We were using, ladies. We could go to clubs and hire strippers to, you understand, dance for us in our videos. If you look at Webala, you look at Again, yeah, we had ladies who were just literally stripping and being naked in our videos, and it felt good at that point, because now people are like, oh, Elem, it was actually drawing attention. My music, the videos zilikuwa zina draw attention, and people are like, you're the illest in town, you understand. But now, mimi mwenyewe, I knew deep inside me that I wasn't doing the correct thing. In my mind, in my conscience, nilikuwa na hiyo war. So I think I met a guy mwenye alifanya nikakuwa na this total turnaround in my life. Nilikuwa nafanya these, merchandise, my t-shirts and, brands like that. So one time I'd gone to pick my t-shirts after zimekuwa branded na umejua zimefanyiwa hizo ma printing and stuff. And I met a guy. Coincidentally penye nilikuwa naenda kuchukua hizi t-shirt, ilikuwa ni church. This guy was in the church compound. So I met him, actually a friend of mine aitwa Ronald ndiye alikuwa anafanya this branding, but akamwachia hizi matisho so that I could pick